matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Raiders. A lot of uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Offensive starters here. Marcel Reese, a force to be reckoned with.
We always talk about giving love to offensive linemen. How about the guys that the position's almost extinct? Fullbacks. Marcel Reese can do it all. Can block, can catch, and then after the catch, he can turn it upfield.
And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third and short. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground. And then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Green 39. Green 39.
Pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Blue landing.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slope his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 5.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go! 52! Watch 52! 52's the mic! 3-2! 3-2!
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Let's go! 58!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Come on, let's go!
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken at the 46. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Let's go! 58! 58!
Play clock winding down.
Let's go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. and they just did not get the snap away in time. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by first rounder Carl Joseph. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, 9 yards to go. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second down following the run.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all pro at 2 different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way, and second in the league behind J.J. Watt, 23 tackles for loss last year.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They run. Devontae Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Seven yards remaining here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Now let's go. Hey, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Gives it to the up back. That's Patrick DeMarco. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's certainly